Celestial blessings. My name is Helen Demetriou, and today I'm going to talk about how it comes to me that I channel healing systems and activations and mantras and meditations and affirmations. I work very closely with the gods and I work very closely with the angels. I am a certified angel light worker. I'm also a certified master of many different healing systems and modalities. And I also work very closely with the different tribes in the universe. And I'm in contact with beings such as the Arcturians or the Palladians, as you know, the Anunnaki, the Lyrans, the Andromedans, the Syrians, and many different species out there in the cosmos. All of my life, I have always been interested in helping other people and healing other people. And I noticed that although all healing is positive and it works, certain people vibrate at certain frequencies and energy suits them depending on their frequencies and on the frequencies of the energy being used. I noticed that when I started learning and being attuned to different healing systems, that some healing systems, some healing frequencies were helping some people more than others depending on their vibrations. For example, I found that somebody was more receptive to Reiki than they would be to a healing system such as Sechem. Or I noticed that angelic healing, like angelic energy from Angelcraft, which is another of my healing systems, resonated more, it aligned more with the person's energy than Reiki did. So I understood that we need all these different frequencies, because I used to ask, well, why so many frequencies? If all healing works, why do we need so many different systems out there? What is the point of having so many different modalities of healing on our planet? And the reason why is because that different people resonate with different energies. A lot of it can be to do with their past lives, their interests, what they believe, what they have faith in. And sometimes people can have a healing system, the Arcturian healing system, for example, the Arcturian healing technology, without having any prior belief in light beings or in, if you would like, aliens. But they noticed that the Arcturian healing technology was more effective than Reiki. And that's when they didn't even believe in different beings, off-planet beings in our universe. So because I channel different species, different tribes, I channel the gods, I channel the archangels, I work with them all every single day. Many of them say to me, we want you to take this energy to Earth. We want you to introduce this frequency to Earth. We feel that it will be beneficial to humanity to have these healing vibrations being used and projected on your planet. So what I do is I go into a meditation and I channel a whole healing system. Sometimes they teach me how to teach it to others, and sometimes they teach me how to give these healing sessions. And I always enjoy it because I learn different techniques from different civilizations, different ways of seeing things. If there's something that I don't understand, I do not offer it until I am fully in full understanding of this certain frequency and what I'm actually doing. During a healing session with me, I go into a deep meditation, and usually when it's a distance healing, because I perform more distance healings than one-to-one physical healings, I go into the astral and I work with that person's higher self, but it also is absorbed from in their physical body, the healing that is needed. And many times I will receive messages for these people, guidance, that after each healing session I will email them and give them a short report or a long report of what I've seen. Now, receiving a healing session with me, which is something a lot of people also ask me, what happens during a healing session with me? Well, it's all done by email, the correspondence, and once they order a healing session or a set of healing sessions, then we organize a time and a date where we're both free, where it's convenient for us both, for that person to go into meditation and for me to go into meditation at the same time. And then I travel into the astral and I begin healing their body. I work with all their different auric bodies, which is the mental, emotional, physical, spiritual, and I start to trace their vibrations throughout the universe and gather all of this information and begin to work with their vibrations and their frequencies, cleaning their auras, working on their chakras. And if it's Arcturian healing technology, I take them in their own Merkaba, which is erected after the attuning of their chakras to the frequencies of the Arcturians. I take them to Arcturus and they receive a healing from the technicians or the physicians on Arcturus, with me helping and assisting with these healings. And during these healing sessions I could see angels, guides, loved ones, whoever wants to take part or be present, whoever has a message for this person. Sometimes I see past life visions of this person. Sometimes I gain more information on their reason for their healing. And after each session, I email them and I give them a report of what happened during that session, what was worked on. So it's not just me that is doing this healing, it is also different beings that are coming into to assist with these healings. For example, with the Anunnaki healing, I don't call any specific gods. I wait for the different gods who know they're needed depending on their attributes. So if somebody needs their DNA being worked on or maintenance, Lord Enki will come, Goddess Inanna. Most of the time she's present because she's my patron goddess, and also because I represent her on earth, and also because she's the goddess of healing, especially if there's any problem in the genital area. She will come because she is the goddess of sex and love and passion, and also created a race of humans. The goddess Bao might come because she's the goddess of healing, or Ninazu. There are different gods, and they will come depending on what that person needs. And each of them, they'll either work together, or each of them will work on different parts of the body, on the mind, the soul, and the spirit. And again, after each session, I will relay back to that person what was worked on. Sometimes it's just a very relaxing healing, and I don't see any guides, and I just report what was happening during the healing session. And a lot of the times, the person, the healee, the receiver, they need this feedback. They need to know that it's not just a cold healing. They know that I'm there giving them support at all times, and that I'm working with them. We're co-workers. It's not just me sending them healing and I don't care about them. I become part of their healing, and I also learn a lot of things from watching the healing, by taking part, by assisting. So this is the reason why I channel different healing systems. This is what happens during the healing sessions. And to do with the activations that you can find on Esophoria Mystery School, that you can find at esophoria.org, I channel different activations and I write them all down. And it can be from any of the gods, again, from Apollo, from Enki, from Inanna, from the Arcturians, from the Palladians, from the Lemurians. It all depends on what activation they want to be on Earth to help humanity. And I channel it, I write it down, but when it comes to recording the activations, I go into a meditation again and the frequencies start flooding through me, and the frequencies that actually do the activation is in my voice, because I speak in different languages of the cosmos. I speak the frequencies of the gods and the different frequencies of the different beings out there, and obviously the archangels, angelic frequencies. So even though I'm speaking in English, the frequencies are attached to my words, and that is what creates the activation. And the same thing goes for the meditations. I channel the meditation. The meditation is like a story that you take somebody on this journey to their inner selves, to learn about themselves, to learn to who their goddess is, or to connect with the archangels, to receive healing, to receive spiritual growth. So it's not just me sitting there typing away and recording and then forgetting about it. A lot of hard work and time goes into these activations, and sometimes it can take me days because I'm still receiving information and input for these activations. They're not just something to listen to and forget about. When you order an activation, you save it to your computer and you can do it as many times as you want. This recording now belongs to you. And the more that you do these activations, the more empowered they become, and the more that they work. And they bring healing, they bring ascension, they bring spiritual awakening. There are so many different kinds of activations. I'm even shocked at the amount of activations that I have channeled over the past year or so. And I even forget about some of them that I've channeled because there are so many. But each one is a baby to me. It's comes from my heart. It comes from the divine. And it is important to me to help the divine, to help the different tribes, with the gods, with the angels, to bring these frequencies to earth, to give tools, to offer anything to help with human ascension, either individually or as a collective consciousness. So all these healing systems, meditations, mantras and activations, they don't come from me personally. Yes, I have my own cellular memories. I am experienced in meditations. I am a certified meditation teacher. I am a healing master teacher of different healing systems. But these activations and these healings and these mantras and meditations, they're all coming from a higher source of light and love and peace. And I'm grateful that I can be this channel, this vessel. Yes, it's time consuming. It takes energy to focus and to tune into these energies and to record, because sometimes you do get tongue-tied and you do have to go back into that information and that meditation and start the recording all over again. But after every recording or every channeling that I make, I feel a sense of achievement, not for me personally, but as a whole, as a collective achievement, that there's something being done, that these things are being offered to humanity. So they're not just something that you do one time and they're not really important or they don't really work. A lot of heart goes into these activations, and during the healing, maybe it's not professional, but I think I've said this before, when I heal somebody, I see their soul, and And sometimes I hold them in my arms and I cry because they're so beautiful. Okay, I have to stop. Sometimes I cry because they're so beautiful. The soul is, I feel the love and their need for healing. And people don't necessarily have to be sick to have healing. What this healing does is it maintains their spiritual bodies, their auric bodies, it maintains their physical body, and it helps them with their spiritual awakening. So many people have awoken from the Arcturian healing technology or from the Anunnaki healing. It's unbelievable, and it's amazing to be part of their awakening, to see that this is not just healing for someone that is sick or diseased. It's for everybody. It brings you peace, it brings you relaxation, it gives you guidance, it helps you to focus on your path, on your divine mission on earth. So I hope that you understand now how it comes that I channel healing systems, meditations, activations and mantras, sending you lots of love. Bye bye.